Not doing anything except climbing, I'll be good with that. You know, just put it right there. All right. Everybody staying clear. This thing's still working? You guys hear me okay? Okay. So. World better run now, right? Clear. Clear out the front. And clear. Alright, now we don't have to worry about that piece flipping out on us. As you're climbing in a tree, hey Jim, or Steve, you mind pulling my rope around this branch for me? Just whip it around that little guy. Thank you. This way it's nice and clean. When you're climbing, a lot of times I'm also doing, what's up? I'm also doing an inspection of the tree for any hazards while I'm working the whole time. So as I'm working my way around, I'm always looking and learning about what I'm doing. Now I'm going to detach from the crane once I hook up here and just get a little temporary tie-in point. Again, look, listen, and feel. Test your system out before you detach from your primary. That's the right procedure all the time. I'm just going to retach here. I'm not moving a lot, so I'm just going to use a quick little natural crotch here. Crane work, there's not always a lot of climbing that goes on. Again, test it before you trust it. What's up? Oh, it's not working? Can you hear me, Jim? This side? This side? Can you hear me, Jim? Yeah, you got me? I bumped it. You got me now? Jim? Got me now? How about now? Got me now? Okay. I don't know what he's seeing, sorry. Oh, I bumped it with my arm? Yeah. So I'm gonna get myself in a position to make a cut here. I'm gonna keep my rope out of the way by doing this so it's not in the way. And remember, I'm gonna go down. Oh, you can't hear me? How about now? How about now? How about now? Got me? All right, so when I go down to make that cut there, I'm trying to keep my rope out of harm's way from my saw. And then I'm gonna position myself and do that bad side first. Remember the underside? Lanyard in and then make the top cut out here somewhere. So we're gonna go ahead. Did we pre-tension yet? I'd say let's go up to about 1800 or so, like you said. That sounds okay to me. We're not gonna lose it for that. When we watch the piece as it goes, you see the flexing. If you see irregular flexing here compared to there, you know that's gonna cause lift here first. So I watch which part lifts first so I know what to expect. And you can always feel too if you want to check it and see how tense that is and know what's going to happen here. My idea here is it's going to rotate a little and the butt might come up a little bit, which is okay. I'll just stay out of the way and make that slash cut I showed you inside. So I'm going to duck down this back. Sorry about the PA there. I'm going to try to remember to check it every time I go to make a cut. Hey Jim, you hear me? Just want to get it, since I can't see too good, can you just make sure Albert says we're all good to go? All right. Tell him I'm going to make a flat cut here to kind of let it sit on, and I'll make a top cut here. If it doesn't move, I'll move out the way, and then he can pick it after. If it starts to move, he can do what he needs to do. It's kind of loud. We're all good to go? Okay. All right. Let me just do this. Also tell you guys, can you guys hear me okay? Yeah. When I'm making my cut, I'm watching the curve, because it can also start to settle when I'm not even expecting it to. So if I start to see it close, I know we're not have enough tension on that tip, which means either I put too much tension on the top sling, or closest to me, or we have not enough tension on the piece, so it's going to settle. And I know I can make that adjustment as I'm cutting, so I'm always watching the curve. Now I want to know where my cut was. See, my bar is here. I need to overlap that. So I'm going to cut a little further out towards the limb when I make that bisecting cut. Yeah, it's like a ledge cut, not quite a V, like a shelf or ledge cut. Yeah, don't be a smart ass, Jimmy. You guys can't hear this, so he's giving me a hard time. All right, guys, stay clear. Good to go. Before we finish this cut, you see it's moving a little bit. That's normal, but if I see it settling too much, what I'll do is tell Albert, crank up a little bit more, give it a few 100 pounds more, because it may be settling too much. I think it's going to be a little heavier than what we have it set at. It's probably going to be in the 2400 or 2200 range. So it's either crank it up a little bit or be okay with where it settles. Hey Jimmy, tell him just crank it up just a couple 100 more pounds more. I want to see if it goes up a little bit before I finish my cut. Yeah, it's a little bit. Good to go? All right. The other part is, like I said, those slings might not be set at perfect tension, so it may want to pop up at me. So I lean back as far as I can now that the cut's almost finished. Put my chain brake on, I'll finish my cut. Is this piece all the way off or no? What do you guys think? It doesn't react like it is, so if you're not sure, bend down and look and see if it's off. I know it's off, so I'm okay with it, but if you're not sure, take a good look, because I don't want it just sitting here not sure if it's off. Now, to make Albert's job easier, I'm going to move away from the piece. Okay? You go ahead and crank up a little bit, Albert. And as soon as he wants to, he can swing away whenever he needs to do what he does. That'll look good on the GoPro. This little brush going over my helmet. Yeah, you can see what he's walking out. He's just got to watch that lamp. Other than that, he's home free. And when he gets it to a safe place, am I coming in over there? You guys hear me? Okay. When he gets it, yeah, cable up a little bit. Yeah. Yeah. You guys can hear me still? Yeah. All right. So when he gets it settled, no? Hey, man. How about now? That's good. So when he gets it settled, I'll ask him how much does it weigh? Because right now it's moving. So we don't know how much it weighs till he sets it down or gets it to stop a little bit. He could swing a little more right, get away from that lamp is good. Yeah. Nice job there. So before he gets it on the ground, ask him how much it weighs, Jimmy. $37. See how you guys? It was closest, 4,000. I think 4,000 was closest. You guys hearing me okay? Yep. It was 3,700 pounds. So close to 4,000. But if you watched, what really didn't matter is we could put 2,000 pounds of pull on it and it didn't move. He cranked up a few hundred pounds at the end, if you heard, just because I saw it settle too much, so I knew it was a little heavier. But it doesn't have to be exact on the load line to control it. That's the big key. He was 2,000 pounds too light almost, and it didn't move. I think that's what I'm trying to show you. Yeah, the mistletoe, I think, brought it up 1,000 or more. That's what always happens. They always grow after you cut them, remember that. Yeah, I got a chainsaw. Got a few of them. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Yep, that's what they're there for. Matt? Oh. .461, my favorite saw in the whole world. What's the matter? We got something going on there? Checking something? A2B? Yeah, he's just checking his signal. You know what I'll do is, oh, you're the man. So I'm gonna go set up and get ready for the next pick. We'll take this top out, and I think what we'll do is we'll take a smaller top up here so we have a piece to do after, if you guys are cool with that. That way we don't do it too quick. Where's my squirrel friend? You got nervous? Here's another little trick for you guys. If you're moving around a big tree, a nice thing to do is take your saw off and leave it where you're gonna make your next cut. This isn't really the scenario here, but what I'm gonna do is leave my saw in the tree out of the way so I can go climb. You guys hear me okay? Sorry. I'm hearing these guys talk. It was kind of messing with me. I couldn't tell if you can hear me. So what I did was just saying, it says plan where you're gonna make your cut, leave your saw there, and then you can go do what you gotta do. So I'm gonna go get in the top of this tree, and then you can drop the ball down to me. I'll pull the slings through. Because see what I meant? They get hung up. It's nothing the operator can do about that. There's slings everywhere. So we'll drop the ball down the center to where I can reach them, and then you can pick back up again. Yeah, right? Got a little bit more. Just a little bit more there, Albert. Boom down a little bit. I'm gonna get it over in the center here. Sometimes these little branches will hold your load line up pretty good. Can you swing a little bit to your left, Albert? I want to get around this branch. Yeah, he sees me too. Yep. Good. So what I'm trying to do is just direct him into the center of this tree. And then we'll cable up out of the way, so I don't need this much sling in here. And this will give us a nice sling angle. So now, again, we're back to square one. I have to think, where do I want to make this cut? When you're dealing with the top, you have a lot of leverage here to change it up based as what you see after you sling it. So what we want is the right amount of butt weight, and that gives us room to make a cut 1 foot, 2 foot, 6 foot further if we need to, so it can't flip over. I'm looking to see if this is centered. Relatively speaking, it's pretty centered, so I'm okay with that. Again, I don't know how brittle this stuff is, so I'm going to back it up as I go. So I'll sling it a little bit with a half hitch here and there, up high, and I don't know that this is going to be strong enough, so I'll back it up below. Even if you back it up on the same, oh, sorry, even if you back it up, is that coming in okay? Sorry. You could back it up to the same limb if you want, just to make sure if it breaks here, you have a backup, or you could back it further up down the line somewhere. And which sling do you put where? It really doesn't matter. It's up to you. What I may do is, you want to really keep a short piece kind of taut, I could put it here and then drop it down, one down there somewhere. Yeah, it's wrapped on itself. That usually doesn't change much, but I appreciate that. I'm good with that one. Yeah. So I'll see if I have enough. If I don't, back it up on itself. Half hitch.